If you're not pleased with how the two-party system is working and you think it's dysfunctional, then you're in the right place. My name is Art Rude, and welcome to Coffee with Art. Well, it's a little bit late for coffee, so we'll have the discussion. I just thought this is a beautiful little country road here, and this is a little ways away from, love these trees. They're so majestic, and the moss is just great. Anyway, do want to talk to you though, and what I'd like to encourage is discussion for anybody that's new. I really hate the polarized arguments of the trench warfare of the two-party system, and so every day I do what I can to try end the divide of the two parties. Because I find it absolutely ridiculous. So that's what I'm trying to encourage, is discussion. And one of the things I want you to understand about political parties, and just think about the discussions, you don't hear discussions ever with the two-party system. You hear arguments back and forth. They never listen to the other side other than to fire back, to respond. And I really believe that America is worth saving. And I think these arguments and the divide are very simply the greatest threat to America's future. I mean that seriously. A house divided cannot stand. And, the United States Constitution I'm a big fan of. And what does it start off with? In order to form a more perfect union. And what are the Democrats and the Republicans doing to our more perfect union? And that's the point. It's never going to be perfect, but we've gone down the wrong road for a long time. And as soon as a partisan hears that, a Republican is going to say, well, it's the Democrats' fault, and the Democrats are going to say it's the Republicans' fault, and I'm here to tell you it's both of their faults. If you're sitting in one of the trenches putting all the blame on the other trench, you're part of the problem. And so I'm going to do my best to try to encourage you to leave those trenches behind and think independently. I'm not going to try to indoctrinate you to a specific point of view. You've already had that done to you if you're in the trenches. I'm trying to encourage you to think on your own. And so I don't expect you to agree with me 100% of the time. I think that's ridiculous, but that's for some reason has become, if if you compromise to a hardcore partisan, that's equivalent with treason. Because they look at their party's viewpoint as being essential to the future of the United States. Well, that's a load of crap. Both parties have a slice of the truth, but the whole truth is much bigger than what they're looking at. And I think it's time we encourage people to inform themselves about issues from more than just one point of view that reinforces their own party bias. Because I'm a believer in people. I'm a populist. I would like to see a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And if that's going to happen, the people are going to have to act and take back the government from the political parties. Because as far as I'm concerned, it's like an invasion. They've taken over. We've been invaded internally by our own politicians. And it's time for common people to take it back. And I mean common people. So much of what's fed to us in the media is the exceptional. Nobody wants to be common. Well, the common people are what built this country. And what we have in common is most important. So we need to focus on what's in common. The political parties want to pull us apart. Let's get back to being common people. You know what I mean, what we have in common. I think regardless of the color of your skin or where you come from, everybody loves grandma. And if they don't, I guess there's a need for law enforcement, because it seems to me those are the people that have the most problems. Yeah, I think everybody loves grandma. I think everybody wants to see their family do well. Now, if you want to see your family do well at the expense of others, I don't particularly agree with you, regardless of your political stance. Let's find a way to work together. I think it can be done. And I think what it needs common people. The people who right now are just so pissed off about the two-party system, they just don't want to have anything to do with it. I understand that, and yet those are the very same people that we need to be involved, or I truthfully believe America is headed down the tubes. Let's have the common people take it over. Let's take it back from the Republicans, Cants, and the Democrats. Now I can't even say it. Oh well. Every day is a gift. That's why they call it the present. And it looks like a beautiful day around here, so I hope you have a beautiful day. And the present that you unwrap today, I hope it can be with someone special. Have a tremendous day, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.